Привіт усім! З вами 𝕋𝕒𝕥𝕠𝕠. І сьогодні ми продовжуємо проходити гру Kingdom Come Deliverance, другу частину. У попередній серії ми всім допомагали в Тросках. Завдання по кому подзвін і навіть коморнику, який нас не сильно любить. І тепер потрібно віднести ліки Томашу. У нас вже було 5 дзвонів, нам потрібно врятувати птачика. На 12-й буде біда. Його спробують стратити.
Did you get it?
Зілля від гарячки ми зробили.
It will have to be diluted. His fever is getting worse.
До речі, цікаво, що тут всі замку з німецьким акцентом говорять,
If this doesn't
практично.
work,
Хоча з іншого боку фон
I don't
Берго.
think he'll last long.
У нас було 5 чи 6 дзвонів, а тут уже 12. Все, типу, пришвидшили час, щоб додати драматизму. Ну, а птачик догрався зі своїм жирократством. Ну, крім того, він знатний, як ми знаємо з попередньої частини, його мусили б мечем стратити, якби вже страчувати. Хоча я не зовсім певен на рахунок звірократства. Скоріш за все, він мусить просто штраф сплатити, він же ж знатний. Ну, тому що на чужих угіддях полював. Сумніваюся, що це стратою карається для голубої крові. Може, Богута з'явиться.
Drifters, outlaws and bandits roaming the country. And we have one of those vermin here today. A fella
Якийсь Ян, котрий явно не в своєму розумі.
who is clearly not right in the head. A dangerous madman, a brawler, and a thug. The worst of all, a poacher.
Дурень, то не гірше.
And so, for the damages he caused to our dear Lord Otto von Berghoff, he is sentenced to be hanged by the neck until dead.
О,
You can't execute this man. He's a
класика.
noble. Captain Thomas here will testify that we're messengers from
Како
Ratov.
вступили там.
What is this nonsense, for Christ's sake?
It's true. I am Sir Hans Capon of Perkstein.
Всі переглянулись так.
Deal with it, for God's sake.
But sir, the captain.
Captain Thomas has a fever. He's clearly delirious. Seize them immediately.
You can't do this. I am a nobleman, do you hear? A noble. Get your hands off me. You can't do this.
Вже так. Це вже як божественне втручання насправді виходить. Що тут відбувається? Приїхав додому. Панотто.
My lord. What the hell is going on? It was just a hanging.
Просто страта.
It's a hanging.
You can't hang him. He's a noble.
That's for me to judge.
Це я сам вирішу.
Take him down! And for Christ's sake, help me off this horse!
Поранили, видно. Ну тут бандитів просто купа. Видно, через це він на весілля не зміг потрапити. О, вже одягнули відповідно до статусу. Вимили. І вибрали.
You may enter. His lordship is expecting you.
So, you're messengers from Ratai, huh?
Я все гадав, коли ж хтось об'явиться.
Someone would turn up. All right then.
Навіть броню не зняв, до
Let's
речі.
hear it.
My respects, Sir Otto.
Але
I am
листа ж
Sir
у
Hans
нас
Capon of
немає.
Perkstein, and this is Henry of Skalitz, my escort.
Welcome to Troski, gentlemen. I'd greet you standing up as befits, but I'm glad I can even
Радий зараз,
sit
що
at-
можу хоча б сидіти.
I heard you were ambushed by outlaws.
You heard right. Those bastards did a job on me. And I got out luckier than most. Almost all the others were killed,
З моїм
including my
пажем
page and my
і
surgeon.
цирульник.
So there is no one here to heal me, and I will have to inform poor Albert's father that his son died in my service.
I hope your health will soon be restored, sir.
We shall see. But now, you tell me what happened here in Herrgottsnamen. Why did my chamberlain try to hang you,
Хотів тебе
Lord
повісити, пане
Capon?
птачку.
In truth, the welcome we got from your Master Chamberlain was somewhat... how shall I put it?
Не міг учинити
Your
інакше.
Chamberlain's welcome was appropriate enough, considering our appearance, the situation in your domain, and your orders, sir.
Незадоволений пан Ганс.
I appreciate your diplomacy, young man. Master Chamberlain Ulrich can sometimes be more hasty and
Більш
passionate
нетерплячим
than
і
is
запальним, ніж
healthy.
корисним для
And we
його
are glad
здоров'я.
you hold no grudge
Ми вже
against.
дізналися, що в нього виразка.
Are we not, Ulrich?
I regret what happened, gentlemen.
Тоді це не
Please
лікувалося.
accept my humblest apologies.
Anyway, let us leave this misunderstanding aside and get to the point. As far as I'm aware, Ratai showed no interest in negotiations before,
Ані з
either
ним,
with
ані з
me
панським
or with the
союзом.
League of Lords.
True. Our houses have thus far stood on opposite sides.
I should say so. Attacking Brno and Jihlava together with that renegade Sokol of Lemberg hardly inspired our sympathy.
Now, we can all point the finger. Your League of Lords, on the other hand, abducted the king. Although I don't doubt you had your reasons, just as Sir Hanush did.
We certainly had. The main one being that your Wenzel is an irresponsible,
відповідальний
drunkard
кольчугою
and
ледащо.
idler who is hurting the Empire by his inactivity. But let us leave that aside. Tell me, what does Sir Hanush have on his
Що
mind?
замислив пан Гануш?
I am all ears.
Unfortunately, during the ambush, we lost the letter we were carrying, so you'll have to make do with my word of mouth.
All right. Go ahead and speak.
In brief, Sir Hanush, Sir Radzig and other lords take the view that the situation has got
Вийшло
out of
з-під
control,
контролю.
and that's of no benefit to anyone in Bohemia, neither Wenceslas's supporters or the League of Lords. King Sigismund's actions will not lead to instilling greater order than under King Wenceslas. Quite the
Навіть
contrary.
навпаки.
Let us say that maybe. What arises from it?
Sir Hanush and the other lords on our side are interested in knowing what the stance of the League of Lords is at this moment, and whether they have
Чи
perhaps
панів, бува, не змінився погляд на певні речі.
reevaluated some things.
In other words, whether I might
Чи не
betray
хотів би я
Sigismund.
зрадити Сігізмунда?
Well, betray is a strong word. We came to you, Sir Otto, because you're the leading voice of the League of Lords. I expect there are also lords among your ranks who are considering how to find a way out of this sticky situation. And for the Kingdom of Bohemia, it would certainly be better if our powers were to join rather than parting.
Your companion speaks like a diplomat, Sir Hans.
Твій спутник говорить як
However,
дипломат.
the question is whether it's possible to
Чи
join
можна
fire
поєднати
with
вогонь і
water
воду?
and end up with anything but nasty smoke. Nonetheless, Sir Hanush and Sir Radzig are right. There is disorder and anarchy in the land. Bandits riding roughshod all over.
Ну, усі ми мали нагоду
we all
відчути це
know,
на власній шкурі, це
Our
точно.
past.
We've had plenty of experience of that at home too, sir. Only a short time ago we had to deal with a similar band.
Then you will surely understand that before I begin debating who would be the better king, I must sweep my own doorstep. Only I'm damned if I know how to do that, since those bastards have wiped out half of my garrison, including my captain.
If I may be so bold, sir, you're not the only one. We also have a score to settle with them, so Henry and I will gladly help you.
Is that so?
Ну, це я
Now
називаю
that is
словом
what I
лицаря.
call the words of a knight, Sir Hans.
Right now, we've got a common enemy. So we have common interests, too.
So then, sir, may we be of assistance to you?
Indeed, you may. Perhaps in the end we may really find some common ground. I need to muster sufficient reserves to deal with those outlaws
Ну, щоб
once
покінчити
and
з
for all.
злочинцями раз і
I'm
назавжди.
summoning my vessels here to Troski. And since I don't have many men left to send as messengers, I will gladly accept your help.
Just say the word, sir. Where should we go?
You'll go to Nebakov, a small castle. Or rather,
Невеликий
fortress
замок
among
серед
the
скель.
cliffs. The omen
Чи
there,
фортеця.
Jaromir
Ми там вже
Nebak,
були
is an old
нещодавно.
hardhead and
Старий
may not be
упертюх.
very willing to fulfill his obligations. It would be useful if an eloquent noble like yourself visited him to explain him clearly why I need his whole garrison.
Is that all, sir?
It's no
Це не таке
simple
просте
task.
завдання.
Knowing Jaromir, if I sent a common messenger, he'd come back with a boot print on his backside. Dealing with the lower nobility can be tricky. They tend to be fixated on their own somewhat fragile status.
Who is this Lord Nebak?
The lord of a smaller house with not much in the way of estates, just a fortress and lands, but he also owns
ще
a mill
млин.
that provides a significant part of his income. His children are grown up. His daughter married well, thanks to Sir Otto. His son is away from the domain, dealing with duties. Sir Otto helped him to acquire an official position. In short, the House of Nebak is more than beholden to Sir Otto for his magnanimous help and support.
Thank you, Ulrich. Nevertheless, I suspect Jaromir will
Сам
not be
Яромир не
keen to
рватиметься до
charge
бою.
into battle. But that is of little consequence. Here's a few good men who will be useful. That will do us. If he delivers, I will regard his obligation as fulfilled.
What should we do if he's unwilling to heed what we say?
His house has always been loyal to mine. And it has always been more than worth their while. So tell him
Скажіть йому, що
that I
хотів би,
would
аби
like
так
it
було і
to
надалі.
remain so. I do not expect any great obstacles, but it would be wise to show Sir Jaromir respect by sending him someone of status. He will take his time over being persuaded, and then concur, as he always has done.
I'll get to him somehow, sir.
I expect nothing less from you.
Is the route safe?
As I said, the fortress is in the wilderness amongst the cliffs. There are many places where outlaws may be hiding, so watch out.
Don't worry, sir. I have Henry here by my side for such situations.
We'll take care of it, sir. Count on us.
All right. We'll head out as soon as possible. Let's not delay our diplomatic mission unnecessarily.
Very well. I think that is all for now. The Chamberlain will show you where you can put your heads down, and he will supply you with horses.
Забезпечить
And once we
кіньми.
have resolved this little digression, we shall talk about your own mission.
Thank you, sir.
May I ask something, Sir Otto?
Oh. Ask away, young man.
When you were ambushed, did you see those bandits? Would you recognize any of them?
Henry, don't start with that again.
Why do you ask?
The thing is, when we were ambushed, I believe I saw among them one of the men we ran up against at home.
Oh. What did he look like? Do you know his name?
He's called Istvan Toth, a Hungarian noble. He wears black armor, a stocky fella, around 40.
I've already told you that's nonsense. How would he be here? You only saw him from a distance, from behind. You're imagining it.
Тобі просто
And why
примарилось.
does this Toth interest you, young man?
He was the leader of a band that made trouble for us in Sasau. And he has something that belongs to me.
Interesting.
Я не можу тебе розчарувати.
Interesting. But I must disappoint you. I saw
Не
no
бачив
one
нікого,
of
хто
that
відповідав би
description.
цьому
Thank you, sir.
опису.
And sorry. I had to ask.
I understand. And now I shall entrust you to the care of Uri here. And I shall look forward to the good tidings you bring me from Nabokov. Go with God, gentlemen.
Thank you
З
for
Богом.
everything, sir. The Lord be with you.
There will be time enough yet for
На
social
світське листи, що в нас ще
niceties.
буде час.
Now there are more practical matters to deal with. Sir Otto has generously agreed to accommodate Lord Capon in one of his chambers. And you, Henry, shall also be accommodated,
Як личить твоєму
as befits
статусу.
your station. There, your equipment shall also be returned to you, and you'll find your horse in the stable. Nevertheless, his lordship takes the view that, as a noble's escort, you should have a befitting mount. And therefore, he has kindly decided that you may take one of our horses, if you so wish.
На якійсь
Gentlemen,
шкапі.
follow me.
От то четвертий з Бергова. Знову в сідлі.
So, Sir Hans, allow me to...
Hold on, Sir Ulrich. If you think everything is settled between us and we're going to act like nothing happened, then you're mistaken.
Sir?
You were going to have me executed a short while ago.
Я
I
очікую
expect a
належного
proper
вибачення.
apology.
Then please accept my apology once more, sir. But given the circumstances...
Given the circumstance! What circumstances?
Sir, poaching is a capital offense.
And are you the king? That you can hand down death sentences? No, you are not. What's more, you had plenty of reasons to realize it wasn't a good idea.
Sir, I could not have realized that.
You couldn't have realized. Yes, you could, but then you wouldn't have been able to play the Lord and stage private executions.
Sir, once more I apologize. And now, please allow me to show you to your quarters.
I wouldn't dream of inconveniencing you. I'll find my quarters by
Знайду кімнату
myself.
сам.
Henry,
Вирішили.
once you're done with that annoying fool,
Бери
your
коня і
horse
зустрінемось біля
and we'll meet
брами.
at the gate.
Well, it seems Lord Capon will not be requiring my services anymore today.
Please excuse him. He's been through a lot, as I'm sure you understand.
It is understandable, of course. I was just hoping that our relationship would be a bit warmer
Трошки
after that
поліпшиться.
regrettable misunderstanding. Nevertheless, welcome to Troski, the finest
Вітаю в
and biggest
Тросках.
castle you shall ever see. Rumor has it that the castle was built on the
Звели на
jaws of
пащі
hell,
пекла.
and that we're sometimes plagued by demons here. But don't believe a word of it. It's just idle talk to excuse the servants' laziness and incompetence. It's demanding enough keeping everything here running smoothly without any of that. It requires a man of exceptional qualities and talents. By the way, this place is a maze for strangers. It's very easy to get lost.
Ну, не прямо насправді. Якщо є карта, то нормально.
You silly doggy.
The jail cells are down there. But I believe you are already fairly well acquainted with that part of the castle, aren't you?
Seems like you're in a good mood. Ulster's not troubling you anymore.
I'm better, thank you very much. But you can keep that little
Я
matter
не
to
згадував про
yourself.
ту дрібницю.
Here it is. You'll find a bed inside,
Oh,
opposite the
непогано.
door, and a chest where we put your belongings. You'll find some new clothing there, a little gift from our gracious Lord, to ensure you're not mistaken for a beggar again. Once you're settled in and properly dressed, stop by the stables. They're beyond the gate, down the path. Ask for Kabat. He was supposed to prepare a horse and tack for you, or tell him you'll keep your own if you insist. Then he'll give you proper tack at least, so you don't disgrace us.
Thanks. I'm grateful.
As you should be. So, you and I are finished, and I can finally attend to some proper work,
Щоб цей
so
замок не
this
обвалився
castle
нам на
doesn't
голови.
fall on our heads.
Так, заберіть своє спорядження. Так. Ну і все. Наш. Лишити поточ чи повернути до того, яка була у вас до весілля. Угу. Так, і бажано тоді одягнутись все. Все як було. Так, це не треба, це не треба. Бо ми всю кольчугу зняли, всі лати. Генрі дуже боявся, що на нього можуть напасти. Так, це ні. Хм. Ну, добре, тоді ми тут все поробимо і через секунду можна буде взяти якесь нове завдання. Напевно, тим і займемось. І у нас ще Magnum Opus є. Тоді через секунду. Десь тут. Секунда. Секунда прийшла. Нічого там цікавого, ніякого одягу не було. Ну, звісно ж. Так, на коні він вже. Там якісь довгі пурпуени, ще щось. У нас Генрі вже набагато краще одягнений. Треба де ще продати там частину. Ну, тут з торговців тільки коваль, з яким ми вже зустрічались, і швець. Все. Більш нікого немає. Так, ідемо тоді, от є нове завдання. Пан Ян може чекати там кілька днів. Бажано зробити ці додаткові завдання, бо там все може швидко піти. Так що тоді йдемо, візьмемо завдання. Хто б там його не давав. Ну і доробимо те з цією книгою теж. Так, це коморник. Дає це завдання. Видно, щось з благополуччям замку пов'язано.
So, Master Chamberlain, are you feeling better?
I don't want to hex it, but I'm a lot better.
Боюся
I even
наврочити.
managed to finally lie down and close my eyes for a while.
That's good. It's a sign that your humors are back in balance. But you have to keep taking the medicine, otherwise you risk another collapse.
I'll be careful, thank you.
Там
And here's
шлункове
a small
зілля
token of
просто.
my gratitude.
О, 25.
While exploring the region, I came across
Ми
several
натрапляли на
graves of your
декілька
men.
могил
Ah,
разом з
yes.
Генрі.
Captain Thomas and his men were not the only ones not to return. At least we know what happened to them. Here. Something for your trouble.
Так, може,
Is there
якась
any work
потрібна
around the
допомога.
castle I can help with?
Well, there's the issue with the demons.
Demons?
Quiet!
Тами.
I don't want to cause a panic, but yes, unfortunately. Once again, devils are wreaking havoc at Troski.
You mean horned ones? From hell?
Do you know
Спекула.
any other kind?
Ти з якихось інших
I'm
знаєш?
preoccupied with tasks from Lord von Berghoff at the moment, so I don't have time to deal with it. But I suppose you could do it? You and that friend of yours have a lot to make up for.
You want me to get involved with hell itself? At least tell me more about it.
Ah, you know the times we're living in. War, bandits. The devil took advantage of the chaos and sent his hellspawn here. The castle is built upon an ancient, though fortunately extinguished, fiery moor. It's no wonder it's so close to hell. The spawn of hell shows up here from time to time, and I want you to improve your standing with me and help me out.
Так. Звучить серйозно. Ну,
How many do you think there are?
A lot. Certainly more than there are sinners in
більше,
the
ніж
region.
цих край
Expect at
грішників.
least 10 beasts for every soul.
That's some army. And I've never seen a real demon before. So what needs to be done?
Our cooks, Manietta and Berto, were complaining about the creatures running
Вчора
around their
бігали просто по
kitchens.
їхніх
Ossina, the
кухнях.
castle blacksmith, was also blabbering something of the sort as well. The good news is it's only 3 people, for now. We have to act quickly to prevent the panic from
Поки
spreading
паніка не
any further.
поширилася.
What did you do about it in the past? I reckon this isn't the first time you've had to deal with it.
We usually cleansed the infested places with the help of a priest or an apothecary. Except for that one year when Sir Otto himself faced Lucifer in the
з
Maiden
Люцифером.
Tower.
Та ти що?
Lord von Berghoff has my admiration then. How long did they fight? And what kind of armor was
О.
Lucifer wearing? Did Lord von
Прямо
Berghoff
як
sustain any
лицар.
injuries?
In any
Точніше,
case, you'll have to
Paj.
ask Manietta and Berta, or the blacksmith perhaps, where the demons are coming from. And then simply make sure to get rid of them for good. You understand? I'm sure both the scribe Erazim and Father Nicodemus will have something to say about it as well. The question is if you're up to it, or if I should
Так,
call in
треба
someone
поговорити.
braver.
I'm
Щось
ready
не
to
в
scour the
захваті.
castle and try to chase those monsters away. Could you arrange for me to be able to go wherever I want in the castle, without anyone chasing me out?
Very well. You can move freely about the castle while completing this task, but don't stay any longer than necessary in otherwise forbidden areas. I'll let the guards and servants know discreetly. If anyone asks, tell them you have my permission.
You said something about a priest and an apothecary. Should I pay them a visit?
We've always used either holy water
Або
or
святою
magic
водою, або
water from the
чарівною водою.
apothecary to get rid of those hellish creatures. Which one would you prefer?
Ну, напевно, свята.
I reckon the holy water is more likely to work against demons.
If I recall, it was blessed by the bishop himself during the Easter Vigil. I believe you can do it. Should the demons attack you,
Да, для
just run
тросківських
away. But
чортів.
don't make too much of a ruckus, or you cause a panic. God be with you.
Так, Тросківська чортівня. Так, тепер спочатку. Ага, осина. Угу. Нам писар потрібен і отець Никодим. Спочатку до них тоді зайдемо. Потім поговоримо з цими усіма. Пан Птачик нас кілька днів почекає. Ну, я думаю, ми за день тут впораємось. З тросок уже можна виїжджати. Тобто це взагалі вже ніяких проблем. Так, він... Писар десь тут. Крім того, в нього нам потрібно спитати за книжку, яка потрібна пешику. Крейцлю, млинарю. Так.
I'd like to learn something. What is this about?
Вченість, підмайстер.
What kind of tasks do you do for Lord von Berghoff?
Rare ones, lad. His lordship spends little time at Troski. As the royal chamberlain, he has to be in
Більшість
Prague most
часу
of the
мусить
time.
проводити в Празі.
What does the royal chamberlain do?
I understand, lad. You're asking about his authority, eh?
Yeah, exactly. I don't know anything at all about him.
Sir Otto von Bergo is the royal chamberlain, subcamerarius in Latin. He's one of the 9 most powerful officials in the kingdom. He manages the royal towns and monasteries, approves the councillors and abbots in them, and appoints the royal judges.
Why does Sir Otto have to be in Prague so often?
Because that's the seat of the royal court, and our lord is one of the highest royal officials. Praga caput regni, young man. Prague is the heart of the kingdom. All the political threads come together there. It's where they handle administration of the country. If you want to be somebody, you have to go to Prague, or to Moravia, to that traitor Jobst of Luxembourg.
До Моравії.
Excuse me, but why do you consider Margrave Jobst a traitor?
And what else should I call a person who only looks out for any chance to benefit himself?
But now he's fighting for King Wenceslas, isn't he?
Jobst has changed sides so often it's impossible
Так
to
часто
keep
змінював
track.
сторону, що й стежити годі.
But, to give him credit where credit is due, unlike our king, he's a great politician.
Він двоюродний
Wenceslas wasn't even
двоюрідний
able to
брат
hold on to the
короля.
imperial crown that his father passed on to him before he died. Yes, indeed. One day that bloody Margrave Jobst of ours is going to make it big. He might even become the emperor himself.
Why doesn't Lord von Berghoff free our King Wenceslas from captivity in Vienna? He's powerful enough for that, isn't he?
It's politics, boy. Pure and simple.
Політика.
I understand, but could you explain it a bit more for me? Why did they take our king captive? And why did the Czech lords let Sigismund spread all over the country like a plague?
That's complicated. Back during the reign of both kings' father, Emperor Charles, the nobles gained great wealth and power. And when young Wenceslas came to the throne, he didn't have enough experience or courage to stand up to them. That's why he surrounded himself with faithful lower lords and entrusted them with all the royal offices.
I reckon the high nobility didn't like that, eh?
You're damn right they didn't. They conspired against the king
от як
and
панський
established
союз
their League of
утворився.
Lords. That started a protracted war, dragging the king's cousins, Prokop and Jobst of Luxembourg, into it. But King Wenceslas was stubborn, unyielding, and, unfortunately,
Рідко п'яний.
also often drunk. He preferred to run away from politics to wine, women, and the hunt. It was only a matter of time before the lords conspired with his brother, the Hungarian King Sigismund. A year ago, they got together and captured Wenceslas in Prague, and Sigismund had the royal castles occupied by his allies. They secretly took the king to Vienna, where his brother is still holding him firmly under lock and key.
So von Berghoff and the others want Sigismund to be king?
Not at all. Soon they discovered they'd miscalculated, and that Sigismund wanted the whole country for himself.
Ну,
And
звісно.
now they can't
Ніяк
agree
не
on what to
можуть
do about
домовитись,
it.
що з цим робити.
I think that's why Lord von Berkhoff received your message. He's trying to find new allies among the lower nobility.
Who are among Wenceslas's opponents?
Who do you think? All the nobles in the League
Всі
of
пани
Lords, of
Іспанського
course.
Союзу.
The most powerful are Henry of Rosenberg, Henry of Hraditz, Boresh of Riesenberg, Bohuslav of
Один інший.
Schwamberg,
Є Генрі, і
and
другий
our
Генрі.
Sir Otto von Berghoff too, so far.
But we serve Sahanish of Lipa and Radzig Kobyla.
Exactly. They're representatives of the lower nobility, who always stood faithfully by Wenceslas because he handed out royal positions to them.
Ah, damn politics.
On the contrary, boy, it's only thanks to
Ну, якщо
politics that
чесно,
von Berghoff
Ратай
didn't send
на
you two to
вигляд
the gallows
багатше, ніж
straight away.
Троски. Так.
I hear there are demons causing trouble at the castle again.
Again, is anyone sprinkling yet?
Aye. Me.
That's the only thing that works.
Тільки це і
What do you think
працює.
of all this?
Occasionally, I hear the servants telling stories that sound like they're taken straight out of a Cistercian penitential. Even Gregory the Great, Gregory of Tours, Cesarius of Heisterbach, or Jacobus de Vorgine all share a similar view of unholy forces. The devil, as the enemy of both God and man, makes every effort to
Робить
seduce
все
the
можливе, щоб
soul onto the
спокусити
road to
душу.
hell, and to harm people however he can. How do you imagine the forces of evil?
Волохатими рогатими та скопитами, слизькими лускатими драконами, живою чорною грязюкою, схожим на твою мамцю.
Like a hairy terror with hooves, horns, and big nasty teeth.
Like something out of the Codex Gigas. Anything else?
Так.
I heard some interesting books from Prague have arrived at the castle. There's one I'd like to borrow. An alchemist's cookbook. A sand-coloured cover, embossed.
Yes, several rare and astonishing books have arrived from Prague. But why are you interested in an alchemist's cookbook, of all things?
Хочу
I've
почерпнути з
heard
неї
there are some
деякі
interesting
ідеї.
ideas in it. Every alchemist is in dogged pursuit of wisdom, especially those from Prague.
Perhaps you know more about that book than I do. Well, I'll have to disappoint you. Lord Nickvard Libak helped me sort the new books at the time, and the one you're looking for caught his attention. He left with it before I could even discover what it's about. All I remember is the author's initials, BB. I'm fairly benevolent when it comes to lending books, and I appreciate Nickvard's help, but he's had it borrowed for an excessive amount of time now.
Був
I'd
би радий
like to ask
нагадати,
him
та
to
він
return it,
уникає.
but he's been avoiding me.
I'll have a talk with Nickvard and find out what the problem is.
You think I haven't tried? But since you've already offered to address this pressing situation, listen to what I've learned. It seems Nickvard lost the book.
Ніквард книгу
I've
загубив.
warned him repeatedly not to carry borrowed books around with him, but to leave them in his chamber and read them there. But Nickvard is old and stubborn, and this is how things turn out.
The price of such a book must be incalculable. People like Nickvard are too dumb to understand.
But I
Але мова не про
digress.
це.
As I said,
Якби інше
Nickvard is
сказали, йому б не
intentionally
сподобалось.
avoiding me. But I've made headway. I've managed to find 3 people who've spoken to him recently. Bertha, the cook, Regina, the maid, and Hirsch, the
Всі
hand.
не знать.
For a nobleman, Nickvard is quite wary of his own kind, speaking only to servants.
I'm surprised that he's ever spoken to anyone but myself. Nickvard is a loner, which is also why I suspect something bad has happened. Now that he's decided to leave his shell, that is. But I'm afraid that's all I've managed to find out. Since Lord von Berkhove's arrival, I've
Ну,
been
інші
preoccupied
турботи,
with other matters.
зрозуміло. Листи писати скрізь.
I'll help you. I'll ask all 3 and see if they lead me to Nickvard.
Many thanks. If you aren't sure what to do, stop by and we'll discuss what you found out.
Угу. Де мені
Before I
шукати
go,
всіх цих людей?
Can you tell me where I can find those people in the castle?
Who, exactly?
Так,
You said
Ніквард.
Nickvard is avoiding you. Where at the castle does he live? Are there any places he frequents?
Nickvard lives like a hermit here at Troski. Like a ghost. His chambers are in the Crone's Tower. But God knows if he's ever
Одного
slept.
Богу відомо, чи
He
не
took
чує
his
він
meals
там.
down in the Crone's kitchen. Lately, I've often seen him talking to Regina in the Knight's Hall, in the Maiden, or looking out the hall window. I caught sight of him a few times with Hirsch at the transport yard below the castle.
So I just have to hope I run into him somewhere.
Nickvard always just shows up. I've rarely ever found him on my own. I'm not surprised you can't find him anywhere, since
Я
I've
сам
been trying myself.
намагався.
Where is Bertha?
Bertha cooks for us in the Crone's kitchen. She's there most days. If you can't find her there, try the first house in the lower castle, across from the door to the dungeon.
Так,
Where is
Регіна.
Regina?
As Lord von Berkhoff's personal maid, she'll likely be somewhere in the Maiden's Palace, perhaps in the Knight's Hall, or on the floor above it, near the Lord's chambers. She even sleeps there.
Так.
Where is Hirsch, the stable boy?
I've seen him with Hirsch at the transport yard below the castle. He sleeps in the house directly across from it. I don't know him much, though.
That's everything I needed to know.
Купа нових людей. Так, і хто в нас ще поряд? Ага, тут є. Прямо тут, але спочатку до отця Нікодима. збігаємо. Десь нагору, нагору, нагору. Чим вище, чим вище.
Greetings, Master Guard.
Так. Десь він мусить бути тут. Відкрасти.
I heard the castle is haunted by demons again, Nicodemus. Did they bother you too?
They did indeed. A few days ago, I was in the chapel, deep in prayer,
Глибокі
when a
молитві.
spawn of hell appeared before me. Fac mihi hominium. Swear an oath of allegiance to me.
Нічого собі.
What did you say to it?
I laughed in the face of the Prince of Darkness. Would you not rather renounce your slavery and return to heaven?
Та не
I told
повернутися на
him.
небо.
Without hesitation, he replied, "Better to rule hell than to be a slave in heaven." And then he disappeared, veiled in a terrible, foul-smelling smoke.
That sounds horrifying. But anyway, like I said, I was told to
Казали
sprinkle water.
кропити цю чортівню водою.
If they dare try that even on a man of faith, nothing else will help.
I'm glad you have faith in the Lord, and not in some old wives' tales. Now take up your task, and rid us of that hellspawn. May the Lord guide you.
Так.
I'd like to learn
Church.
something.
What are you interested in?
Вченість. Так, як давно ти в Тросках?
How long have you been here in Troski, Father?
Well, it's been quite a few years. But if you are interested in local history, you should go and see the scribe Erazim. He's been here the longest.
How do things work in the castle?
You mean who runs things when our Lord is away?
Yeah, I see there's a lot of people here, so I wouldn't want to offend anyone.
Then you should watch out especially for Lady Yitka. She's the wife of our Burgrave Hashek. She's a pious woman, but also damned firm and strict on the servants. Her husband is in charge of the castle garrison and order in the region. Then Captain Thomas is responsible for Sir Otto's security. He's an old soldier and an upright fellow, even if he doesn't come to confession
Сподіваюся, не
once a
частіше,
year.
ніж раз на
And
рік
the ruler of the
сповідається.
roost here is the Chamberlain, Ulrich von Schaumburg. You seriously don't want to cross him, lad?
I noticed there's no church in Troskowitz, or anywhere nearby. Why's that?
It's true. You'll find the closest one in Uyezd or in Mladyeyov on the other side. In Troski, we only have the chapel in the castle tower. In short, this domain is the middle of nowhere. It was only with Sir Otto's
Дідько
arrival
каже
that
на
great things
добраніч.
started happening.
What is Sir Otto von Bergov like?
What can I tell you? Lord von Berghoff provides a livelihood for many people. He brought money to the region, restored and expanded the castle, and yet he spends most of his time in Prague. He's the royal chamberlain, and politics takes up a lot of his time.
I understand. He pays well and doesn't get in the way, eh?
That's not what I said. The old chamberlain, Ulrich,
Керує
manages the estate,
маєтком.
and he's definitely good with numbers, at least. But numbers and accounts aren't everything. One should
Треба й
also
про
think about
спасіння
the
душі
salvation of
пам'ятати.
one's soul. But that young man is absolutely none of your business.
I've sinned, Father. I want to purify my soul in the eyes of God.
Це нове завдання.
Your soul is pure, son. Do you really wish to make a penitence pilgrimage?
Угу, твоя душа чиста. Ну,
I'll do it some other time.
As you wish.
цікаво. Тобто, а як він це побачив? Навіть дивно, якщо чесно.
The angel of the Lord declared unto Mary.
Я не певен, що це зараз потрібно робити. Може, як буде вже нагода. Ну, типу, як по репутації, напевно, побачив. Де вон там? Так, репутація. У нас скрізь тут сотня. Взагалі гарно все. Ну, принаймні в районі Тросок. Так. І купа людей, з якими потрібно поговорити. Добре, тоді поряд є монета. Через секунду там. Секунда пройшла, ми коло кухарки монети, але продовжимо ми вже в наступній серії, все одно ми вже не встигнемо, тут багато всіляких завдань залишилось. Я думаю, що вже троски зачистимо в наступній серії. А на поки все. Дякую за увагу. Бережіть себе.